Hello and welcome back to the Simulation Rugby League Premiership. We're back in Brookvale this time and it's a thriller of a match we have up. It's the reigning champions, the Manly Warringah Seagulls, taking on the one and only Brisbane Broncos, who are looking very strong in this back end of the season. I'm your host for tonight, Will K, joined in the commentary box by the one and only SRL Commissioner Lachlan Martin.
G'day, Kate. It should be an absolute ripper of a game here at Four Pines Park. It should be a real good game, obviously, for the Manly Seagulls. You know, been on a bit of a roll recently, taking down the Cowboys last week, and the Broncos on a 4-game win streak too. I think actually both teams are on a 4-game win streak heading into this game. One of the streaks will unfortunately come to an end though, and I'm excited to see which team it should be.
I'm excited for this matchup. It's going to be one for the ages, this one, and I'm not too sure what bearing it has on the ladder. I'll just quickly have a look in a second, but Levi Raymond's going to get us kicked underway, and a big congratulations to the captain of the Manly Warringah Seagulls. It's Matthew Harris playing his big 50th game today, and that's his 27th for the club as captain. He's played all 50 at Manly, and he's led them to an 81, almost 82% win streak. Win percent, sorry.
Yeah, look, they've been a good club under Matty Harris, and the reason that he was picked to be the inaugural Roosters captain is an amazing win streak as a captain. And it's going to be good to see how they go under him today.
Yeah, absolutely, and depending on what the margin is tonight, will actually bear a massive effect on how the ladder lines up. If Manly run away with it, it's going to be them possibly slotting into that top spot over the Cowboys, pending other results, of course. If Brisbane, however, put a number on Manly, it could be them slipping into second, so I guess we'll see very shortly.
Yeah, obviously, finishing that top three especially is very important in this competition. It gives you that little bit of a break if you happen to slip up in the game. Gives you that bit of more of a leg room. And of course, getting a home final is also good. It's good for both, teams, obviously. To get the home final means you get to play in front of your fans. And home stadium could be a massive advantage for whoever finishes second, so lots to play for here.
Absolutely. There's Scott now through the line, and that's a big hit on him there. It's Dingo at the back taking him down. We go right now. It's Levi Raymond inside ball. Joey Kelly tries to get around some of those defenders there, and he does so, but he can't get around that second line in Milo Kerrigan, and I think it was Matty Harris coming across. There's Martin now through the middle. Big move there. Into the props this season as we have Thorne going to Carl. Now to Rogers, newcomer for the Broncos. Jesus, Broncos pack is just full of stars as we have Thorne going right. Carl puts up a bomb. It's looking pretty good. It's going to be on O'Donnell's wing. He takes it comfortably. He's hit off the ball. Oh, sorry, rather once he gets the ball, it's going to be 6 again on the line here. It looks like they're going to go back for the play of the ball as they deemed. Oh, no, we're going to go for a scrum, in fact. No advantage. That's an interesting call from the referee there. Grant Atkins-esque, as we have Joey Kelly taking on Chaz Dingo, and Dingo comes away with the win in that situation there.
Yeah, Broncos presented a brilliant opportunity here. It's going to be interesting to see what they can do with the ball now.
As we have Martin very close to the line. Sorry to cut you off there. As they go right now. Oh, and Carl's in. The returning skipper on his first game back in the duty. And there we go. He's got the first try in this one.
Yeah, Jack Carl, he's very good at that. Just close to the line. Caught the ball. Yeah, no, I think that was Hunt on the short ball there. Raps sort of read that going for the short ball, but Carl went himself, slotted straight to the gap, pretty much went over untouched. And the Broncos, an ideal start here. Obviously, mainly made a lot of meters on that first set, but since then, they put up a perfect bomb. Ben on a massive shot, but I'm not sure who came through put on a shot. Might have been Jake Scott, but whoever it was, they get the ball back, and they score the opening try of the game.
And this is an important win here for the Broncos, as they really need it. Going into next round, they're playing. I just realised they're playing the Rabbitohs, so they've got not the easiest two closing games. So getting this, keeping the streak alive, and efforts like that from Kyle will definitely help their confidence and give them a bit of a buffer going into the final series.
Yeah, look. Obviously, it's hard to enter the season for the Brisbane Broncos, but also gives them good experience taking on these tougher teams heading into the finals week. If they can compete, it's going to give them a lot of confidence heading into the final series, which, well, at the moment, they're due to play in. So, it's definitely, it can be seen as an advantage or a disadvantage, depending on how you look at it.
Yeah, absolutely. As Scott now bursting into the line. He's brought down by Kerrigan and Harris. Left now, Martin. Oh, that's a good tackle there, and it's Jordan Williams with the tackling duties. Going left again, just spreading it through the forwards as we get an offload here. Jack Carl going for a bit of a run, tries to get around Dingo, almost does so. But he's brought down just before the 30. It's the 4th tackle now. Where are they going to go? They go right. It's going to go to Raymond. Now to Deuce. Lucas Deuce stepping through the line. Weaves inside. And it's the Broncos back to back through Lucas Deuce.
What an amazing piece of play there from Lucas Deuce. Just, it's a brilliant ball there at the back. And after a great Jack Carl run, I think it was Justin Monkey through the pass. Deuce just put on a bit of footwork. Back on the inside. Dingo couldn't cover for him. And Lucas Deuce, I think that's his 6th or so try of the season. He's a try scoring centre, a very good centre. And that's a great piece of play from the Broncos. And the Broncos, they've come out of the park and they've set this game alight early on and silenced the home crowd.
Yeah, they're pretty quiet at the moment. And I don't think I've ever seen a centre play the way that Lucas Deuce does. He's just a try scoring machine. An absolute weapon in attack. Very solid in defense. I don't think I've ever seen a centre quite like him.
Yeah, for me, he's the best centre in the comp. I think he's the best out-and-out strike centre in the comp. I'm interested to see. I know he's a bit of experience playing in the halves and the fullback. I'm interested to see if some club wants to take a crack at him and give him one of those roles, maybe even next season or a couple seasons in the future, because he's making a name for himself in the centres. But it wouldn't be too bad to see him play in the centres too. We don't really see strike centres like we have seen with Lucas Deuce in the SRL. And oh no, that's not a great... lucky there for the Broncos. That could have been dangerous there.
Embracing the inner sunny tyre there for a second. But that was a very lucky one. And it's been called as going back. And yeah, it's just something phenomenal to see. You don't see a lot of centres play the way he does. Obviously, there's very solid centres in the competition. But no one is quite on Deuce's level like he is. So it'll be interesting to see whether he goes into a role more in the spine, more ball-orientated, or whether you keep him in the centres because he's the best of his position there. As we got Monkey now through the line. Dingo not falling over this time, not being James Tedesco, as he's going to play the ball 25 out from the line. They go right. Jack Carl puts in a grubber. Who's going to hit into the lap of Matty Harris? And he's only just gotten it there. And I don't mind, that was a pretty strong set from the Broncos off 2 tries.
It was a good set, but up to this point in the line break, you can see there after a good kick. Good kick in the behind there from Carl. Just Matty Harris getting his hand back, stretching it back there to make a must-needed catch. It was a good catch in the end. And now the Manly Seagulls, they have the ball back. I want to see what they can do with it because they've had a rough start defensively in this game. And considering what we know they can do in defence, it's been a bit disappointing start to the game for Manly.
That's tackle 4, hands off.
Yeah, absolutely. And they've had not really much ball and not good field position as they're going to end their set here just pretty much on the 50. Looks like KCK in all his bold shininess is just setting up for the kick on the 50 as he slots it down. And yeah, they just haven't had the field positioning, haven't had the possession, and they haven't been able to really do anything. As that's a great tackle there from Lee Simon.
That's a game-changing tackle right there. You know, we often see these wingers start their set good by making good line breaks off kick returns, but that can change a game around tackles like that. Great stuff there by Manly.
Yeah, absolutely. There's Levi Raymond now with the ball and just struggling to get out of their own end here a bit. Oh, and as I say that, I've cursed them.
Feels like this happens
there we
in
go.
Commentary. We sort of say, oh, this is a good set, and then the second we say that, the guy, they decide, I'm going to contradict yourself, and now it's a penalty. So disappointing stuff from Manly. Broncos go back on the attack and have to be careful here.
I said something on Tuesday night, which I said something about scoring a try or a line break or something, and immediately as I said it, it happened. So the commentator's curse is a real thing. I don't know how it works. As we got Scott now through the line, breaking through, gets an offload to Rogers, another one to Riff, pass it, Tellis, pass it, and he doesn't do so. Justin Plays was screaming at him on the left. They go right now. Monkey goes to Lachlan Martin. He's pushed back over the line. This is exciting stuff as they go right. Oh, and Kelly's in for this one. And that is the third try of the night for the Broncos.
Yeah, the Broncos, they're going to let the go their way, a penalty, and they make them pay straight away. That was a beautiful line break there. Scott, I think it was on through Rogers, then Tallis Riff. He just didn't pass away and Plays was over. Couldn't find the offload though, but it doesn't take long. Couple good runs there from Martin, and then Kelly just crashes his way over. And the Broncos. You know, I thought they might have been in a little trouble here badly. They've played very good. I think they've been playing better footy than the Broncos the past 4 weeks, but The Broncos have started on fire. 18 points in 14 minutes. Who would have thought of this happening?
Well, certainly not me. That is quite a surprise. I'm going to be honest here, Lachlan. I haven't been paying too much attention to the Broncos team list since we haven't played them since round 1. How long has Monkey been playing in the lock position?
Yeah, it's been a couple of weeks. They've feel like early season. Back when they started winning, they put Monkey to lock, and he's been very good there early on this season. This game, I should say. And he's definitely showed them that obviously they moved Hunt to that second row position, who's also been very good there. And it's working wonders for this game. This game so far has shown the Broncos can in fact compete with the higher-ups in the SRL.
Oh, absolutely.
At least so far.
Absolutely. And I'd just like to say, Justin Monkey, he's not what a typical ball-playing lock looks like. But he's playing that role to perfection right now. He's just as good as any ball-playing lock in the comp. As we've got Martin just going for a run. Taking Dingo for a stroll down all the way, almost to the 10 now. Thorn now going left. Monkey goes to Rogers. Rogers driving into this pack here. They're unrelenting, these Broncos. They're not going to stop. They go Kyle. Now to Kelly. Kelly steps. He's in for a double. That is back-to-back tries, and the Broncos have done it again.
I'm speechless right now. This Broncos side has just gone and scored 4 tries in 15 minutes against the three-time premiers. Half this team has won 3 premierships and they just scored 4 tries in the opening 16 minutes. I mean, the Brisbane Broncos, I don't think anyone expected that. Joey Kelly is a second inside this game, and at the moment, it's going to be 100-0 with how the Broncos are playing.
Absolutely. It looks like Kyle's told them they're in a race with the clock, and if they don't meet it, there's some dire circumstances awaiting them. As we got Raymond just slotting that one over. It's going to be 24-0, 15 minutes into this match. And, geez, I wonder if they've got to run, just got to do just heaps of running in the camp if they don't beat this clock, or what's going on. I don't know what's motivated them to play it like this.
This is form that I haven't seen from the Broncos. I haven't seen from a team ever against the Manly Seagulls. They just, look, it's only 15 minutes in. We know how strong Manly can be. They can certainly come back from this Manly if they get a couple of things go their way. But I'm more just flabbergasted at how well the Broncos are playing. I mean, they're going 100 metres every set at the moment. That's how well they're playing.
They are playing phenomenally, and it's just back-to-back. Break the line, run Dingo down, get caught, do a couple of passes, maybe a couple of plays, maybe a couple of tackles, and then score. It's very simple footy right now from the Broncos. And that's not to discredit them. They're just playing solid, fundamental footy. We've got Jake Scott now through the line. And he's going to go for a bit of a stroll. He's got some legs on him, Jake Scott. He's almost down to the try line now. Left and in field, Levi Raymond. I've said it time and time again. It's the 3rd tackle on the 10. We go left. It's Hunt. Hunt's going to be brought down just short of the line there. He was really pushing in that tackle there. They go left. Thorn. Now to Monkey. Monkey's going to go for a try of his own. No, he's not. Turned on his back.
Better defense
Referee's
there from the Seagulls. They get him over, but they still have 1 tackle to survive. This Broncos team, they've just going end to end. They're still doing it. Jake Scott again with a massive run. He's got to be over 100 metres already, it feels like. He's had a massive start to this game.
This is ridiculous footy, and it doesn't seem to be slowing down, especially Jackson Allison coming on shortly. The 5th tackle option's a bit disappointing. But I don't think that they're going to fret the Broncos. I don't think they'll be disappointed with themselves because it's 24-0, 17 minutes in. They're playing like madness.
Oh, no, and Monkey was close to scoring there. It could have been 30-0 had they not been careful with Manly Seagulls. That was absolutely relentless stuff there from the Broncos to start this game. Let's see the response from
geez,
Manly.
and a line break now from Kerrigan. Sorry to cut you off there, Lachlan, as he's brought down, I think it's by Raymond there. On the 30, going right now. Matty Harris bumping off one. Matty Harris! Offload to Jimmy Ralph now! Oh, he's dropped the ball! That is a try saver.
Well, we talked about Monkey in the lock position. He can do it hand in defense too, because that was an absolutely brilliant try save. Getting under Jimmy Ralph. He's so good at supporting up the middle from those supporting his forwards up the middle. And that time, Jimmy Ralph, just the Monkey's done his homework, got there and made an absolute try save, and it should have been the first try for Manly. Instead, the Brisbane Broncos have the ball back.
That is an all-time tackle there from what could be crucial. Justin Monkey not wanting to give absolutely an inch to Manly, an inch of possibility, as Lee Simon wraps up Caleb J there. And that was incredible.
Yeah, what a start Justin Monkey's had. He's probably been the best player in the park to start this game, and now That might be
As here we go. Monkey for the 40-20. It's running. The ball's gone and he's got it. What a player, Justin Monkey. Attack, defense now kicking. Just make it a 1-on-13 at this point.
I think this is the coming of age game for Justin Monkey. He's played. This is the best footy I've seen him play in his entire life. This is an absolutely incredible game. No wonder he's being vice captain next season at the Broncos.
Well, I reckon you should bugger off Eddie Oliver and Monkey for captain, Monkey for president, Monkey for king. Hit off the ball here. What can Deuce do with it? Not much, apparently. And, geez, that was risky defense there from the Seagulls. I'm surprised they didn't get penalised for the off-the-ball hit as Jackson Allison now comes onto the field. And it doesn't look like the forward's going to slow down with Stoder and Allison combining. They've got a whole lot more work to do, Manly, as Jack Carl's just going to run on the last.
Yeah, the Broncos, that's probably one thing I should say. They probably didn't do better. Their fifth-tackle option's been questionable at times, but other than that, their forward pack's just absolutely strangled Manly to start this game. And I'm interested to see if it's going to continue, or a penalty is going to be give Manly opportunity, which, with how good Manly are, you don't want to give them any opportunities, even though you're up by 24.
Yeah, absolutely, and that last opportunity they got, they almost scored off it. Matty Harris just breaking the line, breaking a couple of tackles, getting that offload to Jimmy Ralph. He was almost destined to score, but didn't quite get there. And that was almost dire circumstances for the Broncos, but that Justin Monkey tackle is just something else. Ralph, 9 times out of 10, any man covering him, any man tackling him, he'll keep that ball and he'll put it down for a try, but it's just Justin Monkey. He's just
9 times out of 10. I'd probably say 99 times out of 100 he probably scores that.
Yeah, absolutely. Carrying the Sea Eagles on his back like he did at the back end of last season in the final series as they go right now. Creed with the ball. Brought down 25 out. And that's another thing. The Broncos, they haven't actually let a tackle, like a play the ball within their own 20, I don't think yet.
Yeah, they haven't.
I'm sure I'll get fact-checked on that, but it doesn't look like they have.
Yeah, I don't believe they have. They did have a couple. They had a really good set to start the game, man. But other than that, it feels like that they've just been. That's another great play there. Probably didn't throw any offload though, but they just. This is just absolutely just amazing stuff that the Broncos are doing. It's now Monkey again with a hit up.
And it's just absolutely crazy stuff they're doing right now as Thorne goes right. Now to Raymond. Inside ball, Kelly. Kelly breaks the line. Kelly through the line. Tries to turn Dingo inside out. Couldn't quite do so. He had Caleb J on his inside, but couldn't quite get that ball. He overran it a bit. And that's going to be the 5th tackle there. 60 metres gained. Where do they go? Do they go to a normal kicker, or do they go to Monkey is the question. They go to Raymond this time, and that's a good kick out to the wing. Weston steps one. Tyler Weston tries to get around Joey Kelly, but can't quite do it, as Goodwin's going to go left. Chaz Dingo with the ball. Dingo stepping now. That second phase defense is working very well at the moment for the Broncos, although the first phase looks like they're getting a bit tired out the middle. Some players still setting on, Felix Stoder being one of them in that tackle there. As they go right now, Goodwin, inside ball, Chaz Dingo stepping twice, in fact. He's got some hot feet here, Chaz Dingo, but no cigar in that one. They go left. Chapman Kenny, now to Kerrigan. Kerrigan through the line, takes on Joey Kelly 1-on-1. It's going to be the 5th tackle option here. Where do they go? KCK's lining up. Williams is playing that blocker now, so it's definitely going to be a KCK kick. Oh, and it's kicked right into Williams' hands, and that is not at all a good option for the 5th.
Yeah, they were trying a little trick play, I think, there, the Manly Seagulls, but the Broncos are too smart for now to outplay. That's a brilliant run there. Then he gets past Dingo again.
Justin plays just phenomenal stuff from him there as they go left. Rogers out to Carl, who's brought down there, crushed in that tackle. Going right now. Riff goes to Kelly. Kelly steps through the middle. Joey Kelly. He's been quiet apart from 2 tries, of course. And probably a handful of line breaks. Maybe I'm just wrong in that statement altogether, but just been outshined by that man there, Justin Monkey. 15 out from the line. Thorne now with the ball. Going left. Now to Felix Stoder. Stoder wants a piece of the pie. But he can't quite get through the line there, as it's going to be Ralph bringing him down. They're going to go left. It's going to be Thorne just taking on the line 1-on-1 around the legs, and he's turned on his back, but not a bad option at all.
Yeah, I don't mind that option from Thorne. It would have been better probably if he stayed in the field of play, but it keeps Manly down this set. There's always a 7th tackle set. Definitely not the worst option, especially since it didn't seem like Carl was really in the right position to make a kick there. he sort of was a little bit lost there, had a couple of forwards in the way, so definitely not the bad option there by Thorn.
No, not at all. As we have Buckingham play the ball. And Rex Buckingham in the forward pack is an option that persists in confusion for me. It's just, you've got Nick Ether. Why are we putting a hooker in front row? It's confusing. I'm not too sure what the game plan is there, and I think that, to be quite honest, to be quite frank, Buckingham's wasted in the front row. But alas, I'll digress as we have a kick here from Williams. Down to the wing of Caleb J now. Brought down by KCK, and he's great to have on the line, isn't he, KCK?
Yeah, he's a really good defender, KCK, even as a fullback, and well, obviously now as a 5'8". Good tackle made on Caleb J, because that could have been real dangerous. You saw him obviously score that trot game winner against Penrith in Golden Point, so we know he has a lot of skill there, so great stuff there. So now that's a beautiful pass for Monkey.
So we have Simon Hunt driven back in that one. Playing the ball, they go left. It's going to be Rogers. Brought down on the 30. As we go left now, it's going to be Jack Carl. Putting the punt over the top. Goes to Tyler Weston. Weston's going to be absolutely clobbered in the tackle, and that is brilliant chase from the Broncos.
And it's good stuff there by Justin Plays. A good little kick in the corner, keeping him down there. You know, Brisbane are not doing anything special now, but they are just winning the field position battle, which I'm sure Carl and Monkey especially, and Alice and all the leadership will really love. You know, just, they don't have to do anything special now. We've got a 24-point lead, beautiful buffer. Just keep that field position battle. Don't give Manly the sniff. They know that they can come back from this. Just don't give them a kick. That's a brilliant kick there from Carl Lewis, it seems.
Oh, Carl Lewis looking to put the Manly Seagulls on his back here. Oh, and Kelly's gone into touch.
That's going to be an opportunity that they didn't want to give away. Great kick by Carl Lewis, and, well, we're going to get the first opportunity really of the game, Manly. Let's see how they can defend Broncos.
He just couldn't quite pull up there, Joey Kelly. He tried his best. But the way the ball was bouncing, the speed, the angle, he didn't have much option but to play at it. And, you know, that's all he had to do. That's the only thing he could do. And here we go with the Manly with a set. As Lewis goes right now. Wide ball out to Ethan Goodwin. Another strong centre in the competition. As they go left. Oh, an awkward one there to Williams. I thought Ralph missed his target for a second, but no, he had not. As they go right now. It's going to be Goodwin now to Ethan.
Great tackle.
Combining there, As we go left, it's going to be Carl Lewis. Now to Brad Goodwin. Goodwin's gone for the drive. Goodwin's over the line here. I don't think they've been able to hold him out. He's diving in behind the referee there.
He wants everyone to know he scored.
He's got the post-match celebration. The slip and slide is out here at Brookvale.
I don't think they told Goodwin.
And yeah, it looks like he's got the ball.
I don't think they told Goodwin that they're currently down by 18 points, like, assuming it's title order, which it is. Look, Broncos were disappointed to concede that try. You know, after all the work they did, it was a good kick by Carl Lewis, and Goodwin, he just pushes forward. Kelly looked strong enough to keep him out, and not getting the support he would have liked. And the Broncos, they're going to concede the first try of the game, and 18 points is nothing to be in. They can definitely come back from this. So South, they've got to stay on what they know they can do. They're going to keep pushing. Sorry, Brisbane are going to keep pushing.
And the Rabbitohs, I guess there is a random South fan in the crowd somewhere, thinking that his team is playing. But
in my defense, they got South Sydney sponsoring in the background. South Sydney Sutters.
Okay, that's fair. That is fair. But yes, the Broncos here, I mean, I'm not going to say that they're going to by no means should be relaxed, but they're not going to be panicked. They're 18 points ahead. They've been looking the better side all night. They just need to remain calm and just listen to their skipper.
Yeah, look, they had a similar situation against the Knights. They scored like 36 points in about 32 minutes, and then they didn't score a single point for the rest of the game. Knights scored 18 points in the second half. Now Williams, this is dangerous.
Oh, maybe I spoke too soon. As Ralph now with the ball. That's only the second tackle. They're parked up on the 40. Here, the Manly Warringah Seagulls looking very strong all of a sudden. We got KCK taking on the line. Thorne brings him down. With a bit of help from Stoder. They go left. Now to Lewis. Now to Dingo. Now out to Weston. Weston steps one. Tyler Weston looks to try and turn Kelly inside out. He ran out of space. Riff was on his left. As Weston's going to play the ball. They go left. Goodwin now spreading it. Oh, how did he get that pass away? Oh, it's going to be 6 again here. Chaz Dingo looking to put some points on the board. He's brought down seconds away. What a tackle from Stoner. They go right now. It's Lewis with the ball. That's going to be tackle 1, though. They're parked up down this end. Looking to make this gap a lot smaller as they go Buckingham. Rex Buckingham turned his back over the line.
Yeah, so far it's been a good defense. Dingo was looking dangerous there, but Stoner came with a massive tackle on him. The Broncos, they're fighting hard now. They're going to have to defend well here because Manly Seagulls, they want this. If they're going to try here, if the game's well back and truly open.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's another 40 minutes to play. We're approaching half-time in the last 3 or so minutes of this half. And they'll be looking for a try before half-time. As Ralph goes right, and it's KCK on it. Someone needs to help around the legs. No, they don't, and it looks like KCK is in this time.
Yeah, Broncos will be disappointed with that. I think that was just a Monkey there with the tackle. In fact, no, it was Joey Kelly again, left one-on-one. Monkey not really helping out there. Disappointing stuff there defensively from the Broncos. KCK knows how to find the line. Another try. I think that's his 6th or so try of the year. And the Broncos, they'll be disappointed with that. They started out of the gates. The game got into a bit of a rhythm. And then Manly won that rhythm, and now they've scored 2 tries.
Yeah, Manly just getting into that rhythm, as you say. The fans here backing them, and geez, what a proud crowd they are. And all of a sudden, that big 24-point lead is looking less and less strong as the game goes on. If Manly can pull off another try something, they've got time. If they can pull the Broncos and go back-to-back set scoring, this game is going to be a lot more open than we thought about 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, well, this game is definitely one and truly back open. I think it's a lot closer than people realise. You know, Manly, they didn't arrive in the first 15 minutes, but since then, the game's been in a pattern going back and forth, and Manly won that little period there, and because they've won that period, it's awarded them with 2 tries. So, you know, Broncos, they won't be happy with themselves, but now, the Manly Seagulls, they're coming for them. They're well and truly coming for them.
They want to show why they are the reigning premiers. You know, another thing about Manly is just their ability. You cut off one head and they've got 3 more grow back. You get rid of some of their players and they'll just find other ones, develop them, or they'll buy good players. Jordan Williams is a prime example of that. You know, there's a whole bunch of players that have come and gone from the club, but somehow they're always in a good position. We got a 0 tackle here. We'll only have a couple more tackles, maybe 1 or 2 anyway. And a penalty has gone against the Broncos here. They'll have one final play to score here by the looks of Manly.
Yeah, disappointing stuff there, Brisbane. They'll only get 1 play, but Jack High won't be happy with that in the half. The last 10 minutes, Broncos, they started really well. The last 10 minutes are approaching. I've noticed that they've now brought on their 2 front rowers who were exceptional in that first period. I wonder if that's to sort of inspire the team moving forward.
As we go to half-time, it's 12-24. We'll see you very shortly.
From video editing to thumbnail design, Flow Managing covers all of your YouTube and social media needs, relieving the stress of finding creative workers and giving you more time to be creative yourself. Why wait? Join Flow Managing and we will work for you.
Welcome back to SRL TV. And what was a phenomenal first half showing from the Brisbane Broncos and challenging the reigning premiers. It's a 12-24 scoreline, and that first 20 or so minutes was absolutely hectic for Brisbane. The Manly Seagulls just bringing it back in the last 10 or so, scoring 2 tries, and they're well back in this game. And in that first 20, we had to look at some of the stats at halftime. Lachlan Martin running 134 metres, and Jake Scott, I think, was something like 110. So, yeah, the front row was very, very busy early on.
Yeah, probably they set the foundation early on there. I think that's hopefully they're going to continue that. That's a great run there by Ryan Miller. Maybe looking to do what Jake Scott did, because Jake Scott was very, very strong in that opening. Probably one of the best players in the opening 20 minutes. He set the foundation early on.
Yeah, terrific player, Jake Scott, and he's just really set them up for success in this match. Hopefully they can remain this lead as Wilmot over the top. And he's weaved the fullback. He's just got an ankle tap, and geez, isn't that incredible from Ryan Wilmot? They're going to play the ball. Where are they going to go now? They go right. High ball. Jack Cole puts it very high indeed. And Ben O'Donnell comes away with it. But geez, Ryan Wilmot, he was playing like Lucas Deuce for a second.
I think someone should tell Ryan Wilmot he's a prop forward, not a centre or a fullback or a wing or something else. He's just turned. He's just absolutely turned Chaz Digwith on out. I don't know if I've seen that before. Forward, step, a fullback like Wilmot just did. At this point, he didn't end the truck. It would have been a great try on the highlight reel.
Yeah, I've only seen that kind of stuff in my fantasies. A big Luke Malchus turning a fullback inside out.
That's a good kick.
As we got inside their own 40, Casey Kay now for his own 40-20, and he's got that. That is brilliant stuff, and potentially a game changer here for the Manly Warringah Sea Eagles.
Yeah, just back and forth footy at the moment. Both teams just going 100 metres on both their sets, and that's a brilliant kick there by KCK. Brilliant stuff.
We go here, awkward pass to Kerrigan. Oh, and he's just going to go straight in. Strolled in Marlo Kerrigan, and that is a beautiful try from the Silver Sable.
Yeah, that's disappointing there from the Broncos. They had a really good start to this game. Ryan Wilmot with 2 massive runs, but look, you could say the try was a little bit unlucky. Just bobbled and Everett just ran past it all, but Wilmot, Hunt, they should be making those tackles. Disappointing stuff.
He just ran straight through Wilmot, and geez, easy one there.
Yeah, I expect Jack Carroll to give them a massive talking to now, because I don't think that's on, to be honest. I think that was quite poor from the Broncos. And the Manly Sea Eagles, well, this game's launching back over now. I'm up in the air now, because the Manly Sea Eagles, they've just put themselves right back in this game. 3 quick tries to end it, 2 to end the first half, 1 to start the second half. 36 points now.
Yeah, well, the weather's not the only thing that's going to be giving the Broncos a spray. I don't think Jack Carl will be very happy with that. And I think he'll have a couple of choice words for his edge forwards on that one. It was a pretty soft try to play. He's probably something along the lines of... actually, you know what? I'm not going to repeat those words on air. As we go here, Levi Raymond kicking deep.
Yeah, look, it's going to be disappointing. The Broncos, they've got to want to get defend well here. They can't give away. I thought I was laying down a little bit too long there, but... So now they're going to have to put something on here. Maybe a big shot or something. Just force an error. They need the ball back. They need the ball back in the hands.
Yeah, they can't be giving away a penalty in this crucial area.
No, you can't. You just need to get the ball back to the Broncos. They'd like the ball back. Or at least they're not going to get the ball back to Benwell. You make them kick from deep inside their own end. Because that's an error. That's what they needed.
Left. Oh, a beautiful. For the Broncos, that is. Not for Manly. As they go left here, and Raymond with the ball. Driven back. That's brilliant stuff there. Manly defense looks a bit more lively on, as I said. They tell us Riff stepping through the middle. He's not known for his speed and agility, but for his strength, and he's just swapped his skill set for that one as we go. Joey Kelly. Oh, O'Donnell hits the ground on the left. Takes a bit of a dive. As they go left now, it's Jackson Allison with the ball. Jackson Allison through the line. Oh, and the Broncos strike back through Wacko Jacko.
Yeah, that was a little bit too easy for my liking from the Manly Sea Eagles. Just a bit of poor defense. Jackson Allen, so a bit of footwork there. He's quite small for a prop forward second rower, but he just, Matty Harris, just the captain, not even getting laying a hand on him. And Dingo, I don't think Dingo was expecting that. I can't really blame Dingo for that, because he shouldn't have been expecting Allison to make it through straight like that. Now for Broncos, they really needed that try just to get them back on the right track. And I get the feeling this game's going to take another turn. I get the feeling that Manly can have another 3 tries, and then Broncos also going to have another 3 tries in it. So I feel like this game, this book is not done yet by any means, despite the 12-point margin.
I mean, we're beating the clock in total score at the moment, 48. And I can't quite remember what you said the record was the other day.
I believe it's actually a game between the last game between these two in season 5. So these two have a record of having high scoring counters. I think Manly won that game
48-26.
48-26, that is correct. So
74.
74 points is the record. So they beat the clock in total.
Is the total to beat.
So what if they score another?
Was that the game? Was that a similar situation in which Broncos were leading by a fair bit, and then the Manly came back?
Actually, I'm pretty sure it's the opposite. I'm pretty sure Manly started out the gates, and then Broncos managed to get a free tries back, but by that point it was in vain. So I don't believe it's the same situation. That's been a wayward pass.
No, it was not helpful for Liam Rogers. He couldn't do much there. That was a bit wayward. As we go Riff, now to Kyle, now to Martin. Gets an offload inside. James Thorne driven back in the tackle there. I can't see who it was, and holding down for a long time. The referee said it's fine, though. I thought that would be a penalty for sure, as Wilmot now through the line. Just a half break there from Ryan Wilmot. As they go right, Jack Carl. Now to Joey Kelly. Kelly tries to step, driven back instead. As he's going to play the ball just short of that 40-metre line. As they go Thorne. Now to Wilmot. Wilmot's gotten the way there, and he's just going to have to try and drive as much as he can. That's an awkward pass there, and not a good pass from Thorne to try and find his half.
Yeah, a lot of miscommunication out there from that for that play, that whole set really off the point. And at first, the Rogers pass going pretty much over his shoulder and running back together, and then a couple plays just not really working there. Joey Kelly not really finding any space, and now Manly have a chance to strike back here.
You know, the service hasn't been too great. Yeah, it's been a bit dodgy, these passes in the last couple minutes, but I guess we'll see how we go. Is Williams now 1-on-1 in the line. I can't see. I think it was Lachlan Mudd making the tackle there. They go right. Carl Lewis tries to dummy on the inside. Can't do so. Turned on his back on the 4th.
Pretty confident tonight.
On the 5th, rather. Yeah, no, I don't think that ball saw white at all.
I think it was completely surrounded by Broncos. Not sure what the ref's gone upstairs for that one for.
Well, you know, you can always use the bunker rather than the bunker using you. I think that's always a bonus. Williams now putting up a very high kick. Who's it going to go to? Oh, Lucas Deuce takes it easily. He's taken in a tackle there.
Yeah, great catch by Lucas Deuce. They really needed that one. Now the Broncos once again go back. There's another great run there by Jackson Arnson. He's been great since coming off the bench. Oh, and he beats Dingo too.
Oh, jeez, he beat Dingo. Offload now to Jack Carl. And that's only going to be the second tackle, I think, or maybe the third. Second tackle. He's brought down. They go left. Liam Rogers. Awkward one there. Oh, and that's a disappointing error there from the Broncos after a very strong run.
Yeah, I don't think Griff was expected to pass to just rocketed out there. I think he was expected to go himself, stuck the arm out, didn't need it, and unfortunately it's going to lead to a knock on there from the Broncos with the Manly Seagulls having the ball back.
Yeah, a bit of misfortune there. I'm sure Jack Carl's not going to be very happy with that, but, you know, they're still 12 points ahead, and they just need to make up for it in defense in this set.
That's a great run.
Oh, it's Carl Lewis now through the line. Great run from him and trying to lift his team a bit. He's going to play the ball. They go left now with Kerrigan, who's going to be brought down on the 20 there. As he plays the ball, they go right. Now to KCK.
Oh.
Grubber in behind as Dingo's going to run onto it, and that is terrific stuff. And we're going to put it within 6, I think.
This game's going to hit about 90 at this stage. Both teams just scoring at any opportunity, it seems. A brilliant little grubber kick in behind there from KCK, and that's what they needed, the Manly Seagulls. And the Broncos, they can't simply catch a break off, but they started out the parks now. The Manly Seagulls are back within 6.
Yeah, brilliant stuff there from Manly. And they've just set themselves up for a bit more success, pending a Carl Lewis kick, but, you know, I very rarely see Lewis miss. And I think that this is going to be no exception as he gets the flags up from the touchies, and it's going to be a 6-point ball game now. Still heaps of time on the clock, about 27 minutes, and, geez, I don't think that there's any signs of slowing down.
Yeah, look, I wanted to actually point out Carl Lewis for a second. That said, I feel like he really owned. You know, the first little couple, I think it was 4th tackle, 3rd tackle, he takes on the line, and it actually gave Manly Seagulls a lot of room after that, getting through the line, got a quick play to the ball. It was 2 tackles later that KCK put the grubber kick in. But if he doesn't take on the line like that, doesn't get through the gap, Manly Seagulls aren't in the position to put that grubber kick in. It was great stuff there from the Manly halfback.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Carl Lewis, one of the class acts of our Simulation Rugby League Premiership, that is. Absolutely amazing player. He's a Queensland representative. I wouldn't be surprised if he's an Australian representative. And just, he's really found his way in both the 6 and 7 jersey. He's phenomenal in both aspects of play.
Yeah, Carl Lewis is one of the he's just, as you said, he's one of the best halves in the competition in my eyes. Probably the best halfback going around. He's just an out-and-out player, just always competing. Never says anything. Is another run there, Carl Lewis, just taking the line. He loves taking the line, Carl Lewis. Great stuff there.
Beautiful stuff from Carl Lewis, and they go left now. It's going to be KCK putting in the kick, cross-fielder. Oh, they let it bounce there as Caleb J is going to get it. He gets steps 1 on the kick return, but he's brought down by Jimmy Ralph. I think it was Jimmy Raff. As they go now, going right. And there's an awkward bit of play there from Levi Raymond. He couldn't get the ball out wide like he wanted to. Simon Hunt now going to Ryan Wilmot. Wilmot met with a wall of defence in, that is, Matty Harris. The only Matty Harris, as we have Lachlan Martin now with the ball. And they're not making as many line breaks now, this Broncos pack, but they're certainly making the post-contact meters and making the meters they need to. As I say that, Rogers driven back on that tackle. That's really good stuff there. I think it was Goodwin just getting underneath them, and superb work from him there. As Jack Carl putting in the kick around the back now. It's going to be Ben O'Donnell.
Great
Ben
tackle by
O'Donnell.
Deuce. Great tackle by
Wrapped
Deuce.
up well by Deuce.
Stuff. We talk about his attack, but everyone forgets about how good defensively he can be.
Absolutely, in a night where he's on to like tonight, just phenomenal stuff. As Milo Kerrigan is going to play the ball, and it's just settling in here, I think, in this middle of the field by the looks of it.
Another brilliant tackle on O'Donnell by Deuce. That's another great play there by Deuce.
Absolutely, as we have the KFC lover himself, as Matty Harris driven back. Jimmy Ralph goes right. Chaz Dingo stepping through the line. Dingo's looking to put a bit of spark in the step as Dingo beats the fullback. He's gone under the post in his 51st game. That is phenomenal.
I'd like to correct you, Kay. It's actually his 50 seconds.
50 seconds.
But either way, ignoring that miscommunication, great stuff there by Dingo. He had a bit of a poor start, missing a few tackles, but he was really ignited now. It's his second try in about 5 minutes, and he's about to tie the game with a Carl Lewis kick, and I feel like Manly are coming for Broncos. If I was a Broncos, I'd be sweating rocks and stones right now, because right now, the Manly Seagulls, they're on top of this game. 30 points since the 30 minutes. It's 30 points in 20 minutes. That's better than what the Broncos did. So, at the moment, Manly, they're way on top of this game at the moment. And if I was Brisbane, I'd be really worried.
Yeah, sorry about that, Chaz. I got mixed up with you and KCK for a second there. Just a whole bunch of these Seagulls players just playing over 50 games. Of course, it's the captain's turn tonight. And yeah, just tied score now. Chaz Dingo leading his team, and that's a double for him tonight, I think. And yeah, this game, it's close, and it's beating the clock still.
Yeah, 60 points in 60 minutes. I get the feeling we're going to go 80 points in 80 minutes tonight. This could be a game that's going to break the record of most points in the game, because that's where it's looking like it's going to head.
There's Jordan Williams now with the ball, and yeah, I'd like to see some golden point action between these two teams, as we've got Chaz Dingo breaking another tackle after the line break. He's looking a little bit more potent in this second half. He's looking like somehow he's gotten more energy than at the start of the game. Maybe it's because he doesn't have to do as much defending. As Milo Kerrigan now at the 40. They go left now. It's KCK with the ball. Lee Simon. Brought down just before the 30. As he will play the ball. They go right now. KCK slotting it over to the edge. It's going to be on the ball, Brody Kennedy. Oh, beautiful tackle there, and I think it's is it O'Shea Olay over the top? Yes, I think it is.
Yeah, great tackle there once again on this time Brody Kennedy. That's his first touch of the game, so getting himself involved, Kennedy. We know how dangerous he can be given the opportunity. And that's a great offload there by Allison. That's something they needed. A great run there by Thorne.
Thorne didn't have any backup support players there. He probably could have put something on if Joe Kelly was up on his right. He would have had a bit of space to put him into, as there was only Chaz Dingo in sight. As Jake Scott now taking on the line, and some of these forwards coming on now, it may spell trouble for a bit of them, as they're going to play the ball. They go left. Jack Carl putting in a kick down to the wing of Tyler Weston, as Weston's going to take it. Oh, and a beautiful tackle there by Riff.
Yeah, great stuff there by Riff. Really good tackle there. I think both these centers are really good defenders. You know, obviously Riff comes from a second row lock background, so you know he's always going to tackle his heart off. And Deuce, he's just, yeah, obviously we've already talked about how good Deuce is. That's a long pass. Oh,
that's a good ball to put KCK in a bit of space. He's got the pace. He almost turns Kelly inside out. And Kelly just stopped in time to get a finger to him, but they're in prime position now. Kerrigan goes out wide. O'Donnell going for the line, into touch. He's put a foot in, and just as well, because he's got that ball down. Beautiful stuff there, and I think it was Deuce again.
Yeah, actually, this time was the rookie
Caleb
Caleb J.
Actually.
It was the rookie Caleb J. Just brilliant stuff. Oh, that was close.
Just a heel.
was barely even a hill. It was more like one of the, don't even know what they're called. The things on the, footy boots. Little edges.
The stud.
The stud, that's what they're called. Thank you, for reminding me, Kay. But yes, it was just, that was all. And that's all he needed there. Great stuff, there from the Broncos to survive that. That was dangerous stuff there for a moment.
Oh, an inside ball here from to Lucas Deuce, rather. He couldn't quite get the line break that he was almost promised in that one. As Jake Scott now, he gets a line break. Beautiful stuff from Jake Scott. He's going to play the ball after being released by Daniel Punch as they go right now. It's going to go to Kelly. Wide to Deuce. Deuce steps one. Deuce looking to beat Dingo. And he can't quite get past him. There's going to be 25 out. Last tackle option. What are they going to do? It's going to be Raymond putting in just the crossfield punt. Just a safe play to Tyler Weston. And hoping Riff gets the tackle. He misses it. But he's going to be brought down there instead by, I believe, on that wing is Justin Plays. Oh, it's Dingo now through the line.
Dangerous.
Chaz Dingo, he's got a bit of pace to burn. He's going to try and get outside Kelly. He's going to go for the hot trick. Yes, he will. He's going to get it. And for the first time in this match, it's going to be Manly with the lead.
Yeah, not sure what happened there. It looked like they fell over each other there, and Dingo just gets around them all. Not even sure what happened here. Yep, they just both of them fell over each other, and Dingo, he scores the try and has a hat trick, and now Manly in front for the first time in this match. I can't believe it. 24 points in 15 minutes. Well, you can't win the game in the first 15 minutes, but you can certainly lose it. I thought Manly had lost it, but they come out and they certainly have it with them now having the lead with just 13 minutes remaining on the clock.
Jeez, these Manly boys can play, and we're approaching the record right now, Lachlan. We've got 66 points, 66 minutes have been played. If they can keep up the pace, we're going for the record here.
Yeah, well, what is it? 74 did we discuss earlier? I think.
So we've got what? That eight more points we have.
I think it barely screwed up one albeit. So I think the winning score for today is going to be 42 points. Which I don't know which team's going to get that first. You know, we counted. I can't count Brisbane out with how close this game is. I know they've only scored 6 points since the 15th minute, but I just can't with how good of a side we know this Brisbane have. We know that their fast finish is scoring. Obviously, they scored 2 tries in 8 minutes to win, or 2 tries in 2 plays to win against the Raiders. So we know that they can score quick tries, but they have to be careful because they've got their fast little centres in the middle now, Manly. We know that's dangerous for them, so they have to make sure they get on those plays too. It's
a strategy that has brought them fortune for years, for seasons. And it all started with Ethan Goodwin playing that centre. He's strong, he's versatile, quick, agile, a good defender. He's just got everything that he needs to play that position, starting in the centres, going in that second stint at prop. And he's just an absolute fearmonger for teams, really.
Yeah, we know how good they can be. So that's a little bit of an awkward kick, although might work for a second.
Oh, I thought that was going to be ran onto by Ben O'Donnell there for a second.
Interesting play considering they're up by 6. Definitely testing the waters here, but that could have worked. That could have been very dangerous there for the Broncos had the Manly Seagulls managed to run onto that.
Yes, we got Jack Kyle now with the ball. They go right there. Sorry, tell us Riff inside ball to Lachlan Martin. They need some meters here, line break or something. The Broncos, as they go right now, it's Jack Kyle giving it to Jake Scott. 35 out from the line. They got one more tackle to try and get really close to this try line. Where do they go? They go to Raymond. Raymond's just going to take it. And he's going to drive Milo Kerrigan back.
They need a good defense off this kick return.
They need a very good defense off this kick return. As it's going to go. Tyler Weston now with the ball.
Uh-oh.
Tyler Weston weaving, ducking. Can't get away from Kelly. He's going to play the ball. They go left now. It's going to go to Daniel Punch. Daniel Punch juggled there. Ethan Goodwin. Goodwin's gone over. And jeez, it was almost away there. Ethan Goodwin. They go right now. It's going to be Nick Ether. Nick Ether's going to go for a run. He's going to go for the line. Inside ball, Kyle Lewis. And there we go. The Manly Warringah Seagulls have just struck once again to put the lead up to 10 and try and accelerate it to 12.
I said 42 was the magic number, and I think that's it for the Broncos. Just Manly finishing very strong here, showing why they're competitors. Broncos scored 24 points in the opening 15 minutes, but it's in vain. The Manly Seagulls scored 42 in about 50s. Not even 50, 40. So, yeah, it's disappointing for Brisbane. Jack Cole will be happy. They can still win if they get some ball, but they're going to make it quick. Because at the moment, Manly are on top.
Now we are 2 points away from the record. Oh, correction, we are 4 points away from the record for a tie. And that's a very rare Carl Lewis miss. Maybe he hurt his leg and going down for that try.
Well, if Manly...
We need one converted try.
If Brisbane to come back, if Brisbane are somehow to come back, that might be the difference there.
Actually, maybe, you know, I
never know how
wouldn't
this
be
game's
surprised if we beat this clock here.
You never know how this game's gone so far. I just can't. I mean, I said 42's the number. They've got 40.
A knock on off the kickoff maybe, or a forward pass, or an intercept, or something. You know, there's a chance here for the Broncos, and they just need to stick with it. They've got that grit. They just need to stick.
Couldn't agree more. They just did find something here.
As they play the ball, Milo Kerrigan now through the line. Milo Kerrigan's going to take him for a run. Out to O'Donnell. Beautiful tackle from Deuce, I think it was again. Unless it was Caleb J. I'm not too sure on that edge. I can't quite see the numbers. As we've got Jimmy Ralph now. Brought down. It's going to be the fourth tackle. They're going to have another crack at this line here as Ethan Goodwin tries to turn Kelly inside out. And here we go, fifth tackle option. What are they going to do? They're going to go back to back again as Casey K puts a high kick. That's a shocking kick, Casey K. Kane, what are you doing, mate? As Nick Ether takes on the fifth, and it's just going to be a changeover on the 20. We need to break this record, fellas.
I think it deserves to be broken tonight with what we've seen. What we've seen, this record deserves to be broken.
It's one of the highest scoring games. Obviously, we're within reaching distance of the record. We just need a converted try to beat it. One unconverted try to tie it. As we go, Jackson Allison. And this clock could not wind down slower, I don't think. The way that the Broncos are playing, they're playing confident at the moment, although this defense from the Manly are doing their best to discourage them.
Yeah, well, they're looking good at the moment, Manly in defence, and yeah, with 4 minutes left, I don't think Brisbane can do it for me. I just feel like there's too much time left. This might be the final score, in fact.
As we've got Levi Raymond putting in the kick, it's going to be Ben O'Donnell. Ben O'Donnell's going to just be driven back in that one, and they'll be looking to force an error here, the Broncos.
They've got to
and
find
just trying
now.
to get some sort of consolidation try or something. And I really want this record to be broken. I don't know if you can tell. As we go, it's going to be Goodwin going to Simon now, the two head-geared centres. Playing the ball, going left. KCK, now to Milo Kerrigan. This is a good defense here in this set from the Broncos, and I've probably jinxed them now as they're going to go KCK inside 40.
Oh, yep,
oh God, KCK inside 40. I have jinxed them. And that's another 40-20 from Kane Shannon. Kane, I'm so sorry, Jack. Please do not hurt me, Jack Carl. I didn't mean to.
I think you've not only just jinxed them, you've sent them to the moon and back, because now basically we might see the record broken, but I'm pretty sure that Brisbane won't be happy that the record's broken.
Oh God, Carl Lewis. Oh God. Oh, he's turned on his back at the last possible second. Referee wants to have a look. No, he doesn't. He's just going to call held up. Go to the 10 and play the ball, he says. As we go. We're approaching the end of this match here, and I'm itching for a try. An intercept try would be good to break the record. But I'm absolutely scratching, itching, craving something more. It's going to be a KCK.
Yeah, he deserves that
I think he's gotten this ball down here.
He deserves that one, KCK. Is that a hat trick? I feel like that's his hat trick. It might be his second. It's either a second or a hat trick. But either way, KCK, he's been outstanding tonight, I think. I think he's easily been the best player on park. And
oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's just... I don't have any more words. That's just, disappointing for the Brisbane Broncos. But the Manly Sea Eagles, they come back from 24 points still after 15 minutes to win potentially 46-30. And, assuming Carl Lewis kicks this, we have ourselves a record.
And that's the record.
Yeah.
That is a ridiculous story to tell. A 24-point deficit in the first 20 minutes. It looks like the Broncos were going to walk all over them.
They ran them down by 16 points. At this point, they could win 19 plus. This is ridiculous. If
they go back to back and they win 19 plus, can you imagine the outrage in the betting scene?
Oh, that would. I think we'd have to do a little bit of moderation after this game if that would be the case. For any Broncos players that
I think there'd be quite a few upset players that wouldn't be happy with the way that the Manly Seagulls played.
they'll tip in the underdogs and end up getting fed what they deserve because you can never count Manly out. That's what this game has shown. You can never count Manly out.
Well, as of the time of recording, 11 players have tipped Seagulls 19 plus, and 87 have tipped Seagulls 9 to 18. So I think 87 players would be rather disturbed. Yes.
Yeah, this is. I mean, I don't know if it's gonna happen now. We'll get one last play here.
One last play, and it's going to be Matty Harris on his 50th. He's going to take us out. And that is all we have time for. That's the final siren. And it is somehow a miraculous victory for the Seagulls.
It wasn't
46 to 30.
I mean, since the Broncos system was up 24 to 0, it's 46 to 6. Like,
yeah, since the 20th minute.
I mean, I just want to point out, in that game, there was a moment where just basically Monkey went over and he ended up getting turned on his back. Had that drive been scored, I don't know if Manly come back, because after that set that Manly, it sort of got into a rhythm. So, some things happen that you never think of at the time, and then they end up being game changers. But yeah, this game, both these teams just went. I'm interested to see how many run meters some players have, because I feel like there was a lot of running going around.
Oh, there was a lot of running. I'd like to see. Chaz Dingo got a hat-trick, 240 metres, 5 line breaks. Kerrigan got 217. KCK got 209 for a 5'8". What the hell is going on? Lewis, 146. Williams, 134. They're up the top of the table. They're making the players that ran 100-plus metres look like they did nothing.
Yeah, I know.
Chaz Dingo's making Ethan Goodwin look lazy.
It's just... I have no words. Like, Tyler West, I didn't even notice him. Scored 122 metres. Like...
And 5 line breaks.
Yeah, I know. I feel like I didn't even notice him.
There was just a lot of running in this game, and it was really good to watch.
I'm interested in the Broncos. Sorry to just come across. I mean, it's not as impressive as it could have been.
Oh, jeez.
But...
I mean, Lachlan Martin ran 134, I think it was, in the first half. So he ran 40 in the second.
I think that just about shows us what happened in that second half there. We just didn't get any ball. Not even that we didn't get any ball. We just didn't have any opportunities. And yeah. Jake, so I feel like all 4 of those line breaks were in the first half. Might have been 3 in the first half.
Well, Ryan Wilmot, 23 minutes, 101 metres, 11 tackles, none missed, and 2 line breaks in 23 minutes.
I think this game just about... I think I'm done with the SRL after this game. This game has had everything and a hat-trick of everything, apparently, because, you just have Dingo scoring hat-tricks for fun.
KCK and Kelly got a double each.
I mean, KCK was... KCK... This game's a meme at this point. KCK was running ladies for just fun. He kicked 2 40-20s. No way he only got 112 run meters, kick meters. He kicked 2 40-20s.
Tons not adding up there. Maybe the 40-20 kicks don't count as meters.
I think that's the issue. The 40-20 kicks don't count, but either way... I mean...
Jeez.
This game... Yeah, I have no words anymore. Yeah, that's about it.
Well, that's all we have time for. Thank you very much for joining us tonight, and stick around for North Queensland Cowboys taking on the South Sydney Rabbitohs and what will be another phenomenal matchup. And yes, stay tuned for more SRL action.
5. Pan 5.